back at work and under fire. This week, Drew Barrymore announcing she has restarted her daytime talk show, even as striking writers and actors protest outside her studio.
Hello, you are all looking so gorgeous.
While SAG-AFTRA says the actress is free to host her show, the Writers Guild of America says Drew's show is planning to return without WGA writers.
She's either returning with substitute writers or she's improvising, but either way, the Writers Guild wants to maintain as much solidarity and as much unanimity as possible.
After long expressing solidarity with strikers, Barrymore now says, "I own this choice," and maintains she's in compliance with strike rules.
Wow, so much for having the writers back. So man, I'm gonna do for myself, the hell with the rest of you guys. Before we dive into this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys could please share so we can get it out there. Look at Drew Barrymore. Really, she was in solidarity. She was walking arms linked, shoulder to shoulder with this whole Writers Guild, with this whole strike that's been going on for a while. I think it's well over 140 days or so, could be a little less, a little bit more. It's been a while since they've been on this strike, and they don't want AI to take over their job, and that's what they can see is going to happen. It's going to take over all their positions, the people that make the movie posters, all this kind of stuff. They can already see what's coming down the line, and they want to get ahead of it. Same thing like UPS. They were trying to offset, look at what all this inflation's doing. We need AC in these trucks. We need all this stuff. This is what we need. And that's going to add to more inflation and more price rising, right? Because UPS has to now install AC, which they should have had from the jump when you think about it. But AC all into these trucks, so they have to raise their prices for shipping. So it's just one big circle. But back to these writers. So they've been on that picket line. Nobody's crossing. They're staying firm. But here we go with Drew Barrymore, and then she put out her little statement, you know, I stand by this, I'm making this choice for me. I'll put up her statement up there so you guys could look at it if you want. But isn't this about a shame? So they're showing you right here, I don't care what you guys have going on, I have what I have going on, so bump you guys, I'm gonna do what I need to do. And I even saw somewhere here, Drew Barrymore got dropped as the National Book Awards host after accusations she's crossing the WGA picket line. There is no accusations about crossing the picket line. That's what she did. Oh, and who joined her? Their other great friend that's in solidarity with him, Bill Maher. He also joined along with her and said, listen, we don't even need writers. We're going to do improv. We're just going back. And I'll put up his statement as well. You guys can look through that. And basically what he's saying is, I thought this was going to be over with like back in April or something, somewhere along those lines. I'll have to look at this statement again. But long story short, this is taking too long. This should have already been settled. So it's not my fault that you guys haven't settled this. I need to get back to work and do what I need to do. These individuals do not care whatsoever about the employees, and now they're starting to finally see it for what it is. And now the people that work the cameras, the lights, all the studio hands, they should completely walk out on Bill. Same thing with Drew Barrymore. They should all completely walk out and say, no, we're supposed to be in this together. You were talking about you were in solidarity and now you're just turning your back on us. These people could care less. They're almost like, man, you guys are peons. We're going to do what we need to do. We don't need the writers. We'll move on. We'll hire somebody off the street. Maybe we'll bring in some of the illegals. Maybe somebody, we can take our pick from Venezuela, Egypt, the Middle East, who knows? Bring them on in. We'll get them to write the jokes. That's how bad the jokes are, because they're not funny whatsoever. And the late night talk show hosts learned that the hard way. And you can see even Bill saying, I know the show's not going to be as good as it normally is, but whatever. The show must go on. The hell with all these people. Or even they already should have knew about Drew Barrymore when she's talking about, I'm in compliance. No, you're not, because you crossed that picket line. That is out of compliance. It's very simple. And I own this choice. They should have knew what she was all about when they brought the great ambassador for Bud Light, Dylan Mulvaney, on. And then you see she got on her knees and said, come on down here, please, sister. sister. You're one of us, aren't you? Come over here. Let's talk. Sit right down. Let's get on our knees and hug. Completely ridiculous. And she'll just sit up there and get on the high horse and act like everything's okay. These people have completely just sold themselves out. They don't care about the viewer. They don't care about the stagehands, the employees, even the people that goes and gets the coffee. They don't care about it. It's all about themselves. And you'll see this just opened the floodgates. Some people are waiting, like, let's see them do it first, then we'll move it along. Hollywood has no intention. They're not making the money that they were. You see all these blockbuster films are completely flopping. Nobody wants this woke BS agenda with all these diversity hires. Nobody wants all this. That's why all this stuff is tanking. That's why they're raising the prices for Disney Plus and all these other subscriptions and Hulu and all. They can already see in the dying of cable television. They can see it. So they're not going to want to pay these people. That's why they've been out there this long. Hollywood could care less. And sooner or later, you're going to start seeing. You guys remember during COVID, during the virus of all viruses, remember the Stephen Colbert's, the Jimmy Kimmel's? They had nobody in the audience. Remember, it was just them up there with the producer and the camera people. You're going to start seeing them do the same thing. Why? Because they need to deliver the same propaganda that's not getting through on the news outlets. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, they had them as the night crew, basically the skeleton crew, to come in. Hey, we put all this BS here, we're handing it off to you. We got to get some rest. We'll see you in the morning. And then the night show hosts regurgitate the same thing. So they need them back. So don't be shocked when you start seeing them follow suit right after Bill and Drew Barrymore.
That boy is good.
So you let me know what you guys would think. What if you guys worked for Drew Barrymore? What if you're one of the camera crews or one of the stagehands or something like that? Or even for Bill? What would you guys, are you guys just going to stand by while they cross the picket line and say the hell with all these writers and all that? Or are you guys going to say, man, I ain't losing my job. I need to get paid. I got mouths to feed. If she's crossing, I'm crossing. I thought it was all together. We're all in this together. We have to build back better.
It's time to build back better.
So I guess that messaging is just gone, right? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you guys could please share so we can get it out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.